Most people don't give this a second thought, but did you know it's easy to get sued when selecting the design for your new home? It's true. You may have been told you only need to change a design by 20% to avoid copyright infringement, but nothing could be further from the truth. In this video, you'll discover how many people fall into a nasty legal trap. Hey, my name is Sky Stevens from Find a Professional Builder. We handpick certified professional builders in your local area so you know you're dealing with an expert. So here's what happens. They get a free drawing from a builder and then want to make sure they aren't getting ripped off, so they get other builders to quote on it. The problem is, once they've shown the design to another builder, even if the new builder creates a completely different option, if they use any of those ideas, it's copyright infringement. Hard to believe, right? And it gets worse. Believe it or not, the builder that owns the design can sue and even halt construction on a project that's already underway. This can lead to massive cost blowouts that you will be liable for depending which country you're based in. For instance, the Australian Copyright Council goes as far as to say this: if you decide not to build from that plan, it's advisable not to show that plan to anyone you subsequently ask to draw the new plan for you. If the second person does see the earlier plan, there may be an inference that the person has consciously or subconsciously copied the original elements from the earlier plan. So, how do you avoid this predicament? First, I know you may be excited about getting the design of your new home finalized first, but don't do it. Instead, you must decide on a home builder before you begin the design process. Do your research, talk to lots of people, check out online reviews. Meet with your builder and ask them lots of questions. Remember, it's worth taking the time to do this because choosing the right home builder over the wrong one can save you a ton of headaches later. And when you do decide on a new home builder, make sure you choose one that does both design and construction, rather than just one who simply quotes on other people's plans. Don't shortcut this process, or you could live to regret it. Take Max, for example. I've changed his name for obvious reasons. On the 7th of April 2009, he approached a builder in Brisbane who we'll call Joe. Max spent 6 months and $5,000 working on a design with Joe. But then, he thought he'd get clever, covering up the builder's name and copyright statement on the design and taking it to another builder. He got a quote and signed a contract. 6 months later, all hell broke loose when Joe found out, sending a letter to Max threatening to place a caveat on the property and halt construction. The end result? Max was advised by his lawyer to settle out of court for a 6-figure sum. Yes, Max saved $15,000 on his contract, but he ended up paying significantly more later. So, if you're thinking about showing a drawing by one builder to another, ask yourself, am I feeling lucky? Because the downside could be 10 times worse than any money you save. And that's just one of the mistakes you could make. To discover the other issues that most people are oblivious to, all of which can end up costing you thousands of dollars, click on the link below and download our free guide on the 7 things you must know before designing a new home.